Sometimes these things happen in MMA.
What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to These Things Happen in MMA. The goal of this series is to introduce you to different mixed martial arts documentaries, including theatrical, televised, and independent releases. Before we start, don't forget to follow on social media for occasional giveaways, and I'm proud to say Full Contact Fighter is an official sponsor of the channel. Established in 1997, Full Contact Fighter is the sport's longest-standing media outlet and lifestyle apparel line, with their clothing appearing on many of MMA's earliest legends. If you'd like to learn more about the company, visit fullcontactfighter.com, where you can also own a piece of mixed martial arts history. Now here's 10 documentaries about mixed martial arts that you might not know about. In 2003, Brazilian fighter Waleed Ismail founded Jungle Fight, a mixed martial arts promotion located deep within the Amazon rainforest. Narrated by hip-hop artist Ice-T, Enter the Jungle traces Waleed's fighting background and details how he came to feud with the legendary Gracie family. In his current role as a coach and promoter, Waleed has helped guide many young kids from the favelas of Brazil and is responsible for starting the careers of some of the sport's top fighters. The film also highlights over 30 fighters, both past and present, that have competed for the promotion, as they all share the same goal of becoming the next star to join the UFC. From their inauguration in 1997 to being purchased by the UFC in 2007, Pride Fighting Decade is a comprehensive look at the first 10 years of Pride FC. In the early 2000s, Pride Fighting Championship was considered as the premier mixed martial arts organization in the world and became the destination for the sport's best heavyweight fighters. With their over-the-top theatrics and unmatched production, the organization was on course to be #1 until news broke of illegal Yakuza involvement that would eventually spell the end of an era. Featuring interviews from various mixed martial arts icons, the documentary covers all of Pride's best fights and showcases the promotion's greatest moments during their legendary run. Once an apprentice plumber who was grinding out a living in Dublin, Ireland, Conor McGregor would set down a path that eventually led to becoming the biggest star in the history of mixed martial arts. Taking place over the first 6 months of joining the UFC, Notorious offers an inside look into Conor's preparation leading up to his US debut. The film also showcases behind-the-scenes footage with teammates and family members, as they all experience the newfound spotlight that Conor's rise has brought to Irish MMA. The documentary concludes with McGregor's recovery from an ACL injury, all the while capturing the ironclad confidence that turned Conor into a future champion. In continuation of the previous film, Notorious, the TV series, picks up directly after the events of the 2014 documentary. Comprised of 6 episodes, this miniseries charts McGregor's meteoric rise, beginning with his first UFC headlining bout in his hometown of Dublin, Ireland. The series also features extensive, never-before-seen footage of Conor's journey throughout his newfound success, including traveling to multiple countries, training in various gyms, and his business dealings with the UFC. Concluding after his victory against Dennis Siver in 2015, the series showcases Conor's charismatic personality that captured the attention of fans worldwide and eventually led to global superstardom. Produced in 2001, Life in the Cage is one of the earliest known mixed martial arts documentaries and provides a unique look at the sport on the verge of a mainstream breakthrough. The film features interviews with various MMA pioneers as they share what it's like to be involved with one of the fastest growing and most controversial sports in the world. Showcasing behind-the-scenes footage, the documentary also provides a glimpse into the Shark Tank and the Lion's Den, 2 of mixed martial arts' earliest fight camps. Known as a fierce competitor to the UFC, the film culminates with California-based promotion King of the Cage and highlights one of the biggest mixed martial arts events of the new millennium. After a rocky start to his professional mixed martial arts career, Jon Fitch will go on to win 16 fights straight and record one of the most impressive runs in the sport's history. Filmed in 2008 leading up to his world title bout against Georges St. Pierre, Such Great Heights follows Fitch as he prepares for the biggest fight of his life. With the main focus on Fitch and his training, the film also shines a light on the other fighters at the American Kickboxing Academy, while highlighting the daily sacrifices they make to fulfill their dreams. Featuring never-before-seen clips and interviews, the documentary culminates with an epic display of the human spirit and provides an emotional glimpse into what it's like to be a professional fighter. For the widely devoted jiu-jitsu practitioner, the Brazilian martial art represents much more than simply a discipline of self-defense. It represents a path towards self-realization and a way of living that's designed to improve your everyday life. Jiu-Jitsu vs. the World is a feature-length documentary about the Brazilian art and the positive effects it has on people's lives everywhere. Throughout the film, numerous athletes share how the martial art has given them a deeper sense of meaning and purpose, as well as how the lessons learned in training carry over to their daily existence. After becoming the first American woman to win a medal in judo at the 2008 Olympics, Ronda Rousey shifted her focus into mixed martial arts and took the combat sports world by storm. Breaking Ground examines the extraordinary rise of Rousey in Strikeforce and how she broke down barriers that led to women fighting in the UFC. Detailing her childhood trauma and the complicated relationship with her mother, the documentary delves into the core of what fueled Ronda's athletic endeavors. Featuring interviews with those closest to Rousey, the film showcases the determination that shaped her into the first women's bantamweight champion of the UFC and concludes with her historic fight against Liz Carmouche in 2013. Approaching 40 years old, amateur fighter Joe Carmen struggles to find a balance between work, family life, and competing in the grueling sport of mixed martial arts. Despite the promise that he made to his family to stop fighting, Joe continues to train secretly, determined to prove that he can keep up with the new crop of younger competitors. As Joe contends with the increased health concerns, the question arises, how much is he willing to risk to continue his dream of fighting? In a true life tale of unwavering resilience, The Cage Fighter is an intimate look at the demons that drives a man to push himself to the limit. In 1993, a skinny kid from Brazil shook up the combat sports world when he defeated 3 men in one night and became the first winner of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Delving into the life of Royce Gracie, this documentary briefly highlights his family upbringing and showcases how he changed mixed martial arts forever with the introduction of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. 10 years later, in 2003, Royce would become the first inductee into the UFC's Hall of Fame, and his influence over the next generation of fighters has been undeniable. Now viewed as the godfather of MMA, Ultimate Royce Gracie highlights all of his classic fights, as well as featuring interviews and behind-the-scenes footage. Hopefully this list provided a documentary of interest, and if so, make sure to support the fighters and filmmakers who chronicle this great sport. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with your favorite documentary about mixed martial arts. Again, don't forget to follow on social media for occasional giveaways, and visit fullcontactfighter.com to own a piece of mixed martial arts history. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel.
Sometimes these things happen in MMA.